my distinguished friend Aziz Loresh to come and help me on the stage, please. Assalamu alaikum. I cannot give a speech here without my dear friend, my dear trusted friend, by my side. Your Excellencies, Ministers, Members of Parliament, distinguished guests, parents and students of Marefat, I cannot tell you how proud and happy I am to be here today. This is the end of 15 long years during which so much has been achieved. And it is, to my eyes, fantastic what has been achieved by Marefat and by all of you here who put so much work into making this experiment succeed beyond any of our expectations. I first met my dear friend Aziz Loresh 15 years ago, 2002. And I'm so proud to call him my dear friend. The school, which only, as you all know, recently arrived from Pakistan, had 3 sessions per day, as far as I remember, and approximately 30 students, 38 students, I think he said, ranging in age from 7 to mid-30s, some of who were in their mid-30s. A war-damaged building, no windows, no blackboard. So what was different about this educational experiment? I can tell you that the difference was a remarkable and wonderful man whom we call Aziz. He talked and talked to us, and he had a vision for his country to bring education, especially to girls, and to bring democracy to his country. His sincerity and his determination lie at the foundations of Marefat High School. So, as I said, that was 15 years ago, a very, very short time. And here we are, in this magnificent auditorium, in a school that has achieved international awards and recognition. It's an amazing venture, and I start by thanking each and every one of you who has contributed to this success. Aziz, the directors, the parents, the students, the patrons, the supporters, all of you must share in this pride and happiness that this event is generating. So why is Marefat so special? I and your funders in the UK speak regularly about Marefat. We speak about the inspired vision of its founder, the classical education, science, the liberal arts and the humanities, the utter loyalty that students and parents have towards Marefat, and each year at graduation, the emergence of yet another class of Afghanistan's future leaders. We talk about the huge success students have in gaining entrance to world-renowned universities in America, Asia, and Europe. If you will allow me, I would like very briefly to outline the ingredients of what I think lie at the heart of the miracle that is Marefat. First and foremost, what I think Aziz had and shared with all of you was a clearly articulated vision of education and what rewards education could bring. Additionally, there were then a series of small incremental steps, each step of which took you further towards that overall vision. An unbreakable trust that everything was possible in the Obama words, yes you can. Resilience in the face of problems, and as we've seen from this film, there have been problems. There have been political, there have been social, there have been financial, a huge amount of problems. All of them have been overcome because we believed you could overcome them. And last but not least, a hugely supportive community of parents and friends, fostering a sense of ownership And it is this sense of ownership which I find most touching and encouraging. The fact is that Marefat belongs to all of you, and because it belongs to all of you, it will continue to thrive and become embedded and entrenched in this community. And underlying all this is a passionate belief that education matters, that democracy matters, that faith matters, and that hope matters. As we all know, the magic bullet in development is to educate girls. It is completely magic. If you educate women, girls and women, you get development. It is a very, very normal procedure ranging across the world from North Africa through the Middle East to South Asia to Southeast Asia. Educating girls is what actually allows development of many different kinds to take place: political education, cultural, commercial, economic. And we all know too the old adage that if you educate a girl, you educate a family, and if you educate a family, you also educate a community, and if you educate a community, you educate a nation. And I think that is what really characterizes Marefat, that what has happened is that girls and boys have been educated by this remarkable man in this remarkable school and by remarkable teachers, and it has actually spread into the community, so that your community stands out as being one which has a very special gift, and that is of education. Jester, all of you will know and remember, who's written such a wonderful book on Marefat for the last number of years, ends with the rather worrying words: all around Afghanistan, he says, the lights are going out. And while I don't underestimate the continuing struggle, I have to say that in Marefat, the lights are on, shining and bright, and they act as a beacon of hope. I salute all of you and will continue to support you in whatever way I can for the continuing future. Thank you.
بسیار احساس افتخار و خوشی می‌کنم که امروز فرانسیس دوسوزا رو داریم. فرانسیس دوسوزا در یک جمله کوتاه برای معرفت یک تجسم از انسانیت. دو بار فرانسیس دوسوزا با آمدن خود در افغانستان گیر کرد. یک بار بعد از این حمله که سر معرفت صورت گرفت، یک روز بدون اینکه ما را خبر بکند داخل مکتب شده و یک کلمه حرف داشته. من نمیتونستم ما میتونیم اونایی که شما خلق نکردن آرام باشیم وقتی احساس میکردم مدرک‌های در اینجا امنیت ندارم. آمد یک روز و فرداش دوباره کس از اینجا برگشته و این بار هم با وجودی که در افغانستان هنوز هم با مشکلات‌های امنیتی داره، خیلی ها دچار دراز هستن، برای ما یک مایه خوشی و دلگرمی هست. فرانسیس دوسوزا از راه بسیار دور و دراز اینجا آمدن تا در این برنامه بسیار پر افتخار و با شما اشتراک بکنم. راهی را که ما با معرفت طی کردیم، با شما دانش آموزان، با خانواده‌های محترم، با دوستان و حامیان خود طی کردیم، راه افغانستان جدید است. امیدوار هستیم که افغانستان تاریخ خود را برای نسل بعدی خود متفاوت‌تر از آنچه که پدران ما برای ما با میراث گذاشتن و میراث گذارن. و این کار هست که ما با فرانسیس دوسوزا و صدها و هزاران تا دوست خوب خود در عرصه بین‌المللی در سراسر جهان انجام خواهد رسانید. Thank you, Frances.